Look at you. Oh my god, you guys, so I'm in the hotel. I'm in a hotel for the second time this summer, and yes, it is technically still summer, to have some work done on my apartment because things are just sucking around my apartment building lately. So it's been a long and arduous process, and so that's why I haven't been making as many videos. But anyway, this is sort of a lead-in to my short little hard-hitting, journalistically inclined 1 minute 14-second video regarding the earthquake that we had tonight, which, you know, if any of you are plugged into the media mainstream or otherwise, I think it was like a 4.6 or 4.8 earthquake that we had. And so being in a hotel like isn't too bad of a place to experience an earthquake. And then this is the TV's on in the background. They're like, oh my god, 700 channels. Most of them suck. But I've got my little flower lights that are battery operated. I wasn't expressing myself very well. I tried to explain them in the video this is leading up to, but I was like so frazzled by adrenaline and stuff, I wasn't expressing myself very well. But in any case, I just wanted to lead into my kind of like anticlimactic earthquake video that I posted on my other channel. But there's one thing that just kind of triggered my memory about something too. It was, you know how like when you remember your childhood and you remember the way things used to be, you either have like a dual memory of something or you remember the way things used to be that are not like that anymore. And then I just kind of always figure, well, if things aren't the way they used to be, well, then that's just my dumbass like not remembering very well. That was like my dumbass like 3-year-old kid like processing things incorrectly. But there's some other memories that go further into my childhood to when I got older. So I don't know, and I've addressed a couple of these memories in another video a longer while back, but since I've gotten some new subscribers since then, you know, maybe some more folks will want to weigh in, because I never really got too many answers that my weirdo memories from the past are, well, if anybody, that anybody else had them. So in any case, oh, and another thing I want to thank is whoever shared or keeps sharing my Tinkerbell video. There's this video I made about the Tinkerbell intro where she dots the I, and I found an intro that's similar, and maybe I'll leave the link beneath here. But I think somebody, and we can honor TikTok, I think somebody from TikTok, that's just the air going on if you can hear it, somebody from TikTok shared the Tinkerbell video that I made. So it's up to like 219 views, and I've scored like a couple hundred new subscribers off of it. But somebody said they were there from TikTok. I think it's a bunch of millennials and zoomers. Millennials and zoomers know what the heck they're doing. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys, thank whoever did that. But anyway, this is not a self-congratulatory video. This is a video where I just want to ask you guys regarding or after your childhood memories and see if any of them sync up with mine. The first one, though, I know none of you will be able to comment on, because the first one encompasses a dual memory of having underwear. Okay. Like, I remember both having Wonder Woman underoos and not having Wonder Woman underoos. It was really, really weird. So, like, in other words, I have a dual memory reality of that. Anyway, not that I need to explain that very much, but so if anybody has a memory of having an article of clothing and not an article of clothing and two dual realities, that would be very much of interest to me. So you can leave your comments below. So then, the other thing that I remember when I was a kid involves cats again. And if you're easily disgusted, you're going to click off, but this is kind of funny. So when I lived back in Massachusetts, I always remember cats. Like, my cat would always throw up. It would just be like he was coughing and then it would just come out. Like, there was no precursor, there was no buildup, there was no prologue, there was nothing. He would just like that. And he would throw up. Now that I moved out to California, the way all my cats have thrown up have been like, there's like this guttural sound from their throat, and then eventually it comes out. So anyway, that's like a weird memory that I have from my childhood that has changed now that I'm older and living in another state. Unless it's the California cat thing and they throw up the more dramatic Hollywood way, like, oh. That's kind of funny. I never thought of it that way. So there's that cat vomit, and then also getting sick, just like humans getting sick in general. So I always remember, like, whenever I was getting an upper respiratory illness, whether it was like an upper respiratory flu or whether it was an upper or just a cold, I always remember it always started off with a sore throat, and then eventually you started coughing. But nowadays, ever since like 2014, my upper respiratory or any kind of respiratory illnesses always start with a dry cough, kind of like the COVID. And the first time I noticed it was 2014, and the weirdest thing was that I noticed it during a big sort of Ebola outbreak. And then, and both my friends and I, my friend Erin and I hung out, and then we both got this illness. But it was so weird, and I thought there's no way that I could be getting sick, because if I'm getting sick, then it would just develop as like a sore throat. But I don't know, again, I don't know if it's California air and we get sick with a dry cough first. It's very COVIDian. Yeah, COVIDian. But it's very COVID-like, you know? And that occurred starting in 2014 when we were all afraid that Ebola would come to this country, which thank God it didn't, knock on wood. So that's weird. So I just want to know if you guys experienced illnesses differently. And the last one is just the weirdest, most laughable one. It's snow, and it's the way snow fell from the sky, which I guess kind of relates to sickness. Well, not cats throwing up, because cats throw up all year round, but it kind of relates to sickness in terms of just like that's when most people get ill, is in the wintertime. So I remember when I was like in preschool, it was snowing, and my mom and I were walking into this place called Best Eaten Donuts, and we were going to get a donut, and it was a dead of winter, and it was snowing, and what I considered real snow was actual snowballs falling down from the sky, like actual balls of snow, like a ball of snow like that somebody would make and throw at you. And I remember looking up and seeing big balls of snow coming down from the sky. And I remember like smaller flakes too. I remember the flakes we know today, but those I always associated with being flurries. I always thought those were flurries, and then regular snow was snowballs flying down from the sky, or falling down from the sky. And I don't, and I remember my mom's like tasseled hat walking into the donut shop. I don't remember any of us getting hit. So like, how was I looking up and not getting hit with a big snowball falling down towards my face? So I'm pretty sure that could never have happened in this reality, but I don't know why I have that memory. It's just the weirdest thing. Unless snowballs that fell down from the sky are really, really light, or unless I was just remembering really big flakes the size of snowballs. Anyway, if any of you guys have these same or similar memories, weigh in. Again, it's just with this home improvement thing and home maintenance thing, it's been really, really busy. So I have all my pictures, I have all my evidence, I have all my notes for all these videos I want to make. But I'm kind of just making them as I can and when I can. And of course this one didn't need any evidence because it's just my own personal experiences, and because the last one is really, really stupid, and like, how would you have evidence for that? But anyway, that's about it. It's the earthquake video is going to come up after this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any shaking with it. My adrenaline was really high though, so I was like, oh my god. Oh yeah, and I can show you guys my hotel room a little too. Hold on. So that's basically like it. Really big TV with the flower lights. It's a Hollywood hotel. Look at that headboard. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a castle. Although it's not that expensive of a hotel to stay in per night, so that's pretty good. Alright, that's about all. Peace out. We are still having an earthquake. I thought, oh god, I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I thought there was like, it was like totally shaking. And we're in the hotel, and the cat like finally got up from out of the bed like this whole day. Like, I mean, he wasn't scared. He likes hiding in places during the day, but like he just got up on the bed and he could hardly get up because he was like going up on the side. He just didn't get a good jump up. Anyway, it's Stephen Colbert. But we just had an earthquake, and so I finished, or as soon as the earthquake was finished, about finished. I was taping it. So anyway, that was amazing. But to like be in an earthquake in a hotel, it was a pretty strong earthquake, but it sounded like he's talking about Chris Evans' penis. But it felt like just a really big truck going by, and it really wasn't that bad. And even you can see here, like even the cat didn't freak out. So anyway, and he's got his toy next to him, and those are my flower lights made by batteries. But anyway, I just had to express the whole thing. So weird. And now he's talking about fire tornadoes. All right, that's it. Peace out. Bye.